I became a school nurse actually because as a child I had what we call buck teeth, or an overbite, to the point where my brothers called me Bucky Beaver. And when we moved from the Bronx to Long Island, my parents could not afford the orthodontia treatment that I needed. And our school nurse, Marie Kelly, took a picture of my smile and sent it to our state capitol in Albany, where they provided the orthodontia that actually changed my life to the point where I could smile, not cover my mouth with my hand, and not be afraid of being teased. Since I've started being a school nurse 22 years ago, many things have changed in our population, drastically actually. One of the most probably pronounced changes in technology, where students 20 years ago may have been in specialty care centers for their disabilities, like the School for the Deaf or the School for the Blind or Children's Rehab Institute. Now, due to technology, we have user-friendly equipment coming to schools so that children can actually attend their community schools. It's not unusual to have nebulizers going in the health room, catheterizations going on. I had a student with a cerebral palsy in a motorized wheelchair last year. We're doing bladder catheterizations, tube feedings, glucose monitoring. So technology has brought students who would not have been in their community into the school and where they should be. But it's taken us a little bit of time. We're scurrying around to catch up with the needs of those students. It was 3:15 in the health room, and there was a child who had been there from approximately 2 o'clock, a third grade little girl who had a fever, and no one was available to come get her. At 3:15, she vomited a huge area across the health room in front of the asthma inhaler cabinet. Simultaneously, 2 students from phys ed came in and said, "We need our inhalers." I checked them with the stethoscope, jumped over the vomit, got the inhalers for the 2 students that needed it. At the same time, there was a kindergartner standing in a puddle of urine from a bladder accident in the bathroom without any clothes, who had disrobed. As I escorted the sick child who had vomited out to the bus so the bus driver would know he had a sick child with a fever on the bus, the rest of the staff was waving me on from the parking lot. "Come here, Maggie, come here, Maggie." Another child had hit his head in phys ed, and I was trying to make a decision, should we put him on the bus, should we not put him on the bus? And in assessing his pupillary response, I noticed something was not quite right. And his mom came to get him, and it ended up he was transferred to Children's Hospital with swelling on the brain. And that was the 15-minute nightmare of my career. I guess the thing that I liked the most that I didn't expect was the passion and the response from the students developmentally. When I go into the classrooms and I get a chance to use drama a lot, and when we do dental hygiene, I dress as a tooth fairy, and later on in the year, later on in the day, they'll see my costume and say, "There, we know you're the tooth fairy," and I'll just say, "Oh no, we just look alike," and I let her leave her costume here.